Do you scroll every night until 2 a.m. on your phone because you cannot sleep, as your brain is just so active, so that at 2 a.m. it's finally tired enough, so you just pass out, and then the next morning you are tired, so you don't really work as well as you should, and then you just feel anxious because you're always thinking about what's going to happen, what are some things that I need to defend myself against, what if this happens, what if that happens, or am I coughing, might I be getting sick, you start to worry, and all these types of things. Do you have that? Because if you do, then this video I will explain to you why this is happening and also give you the tools so that you can start to feel really safe within yourself. Because once you start to feel safe within yourself, you will stop to waste time and energy in, for example, approaching a girl and not being able to say what you want, because as you're talking with her, 95% of your brain is just talking about the stuff that you want to suppress. So there's all this bullshit within you just pushing down, and with those 5% left, it makes sense that you cannot really have a good conversation with her. And you know that girls, that they want to feel safe. If you want a pretty girl, you want to feel safe, because girls, in a way, is like a squirrel in the storm, and you are the big tree. The big tree. And as you're standing safely within yourself in this storm, then she, as a squirrel, as a pretty girl, will hold on to you, and that's why she's gonna look for you. So one evening I was with my girlfriend, and we're at her home. She's cooking. I'm sitting at the dinner table, which is also in the kitchen where she is, and we're talking, but I'm not really present because I am so much in the stress of the day, which means that I've been distracting myself with work from whatever was going on in my body. And I was planning on hiding it from her, just, pushing through it, just finishing it up, just getting it over with so I can go to sleep. But then she asks me, "How are you?" And that's when I open up and I tell her, and I'm feeling sad. And what I said exactly, I don't remember, but the most important thing is that I was feeling something in my body which felt very uncomfortable, which felt very unpleasant, and I didn't want to feel it. But we started our relationship very transparently. We started on a journey of intimacy, of being open, of sharing vulnerability so that we can grow, so we can become better versions of ourselves. That's the point of a relationship. It's not watching movies, it's not having sex, though these things are amazing in my opinion and probably yours as well. But it's the growth, it's the understanding who am I on an authentic level, the deepest core. How can I be happy with myself? And a relationship is the perfect way because it's showing you all the things which you have not seen in yourself because you might be projecting it onto the person. I'm digressing. Let me go back to the topic. Point is, we're standing there, we're talking with each other, and she is mostly listening while I'm explaining and telling how I'm feeling, and it's quite painful. In fact, it's so painful that every 5 seconds or so I am the thoughts in my mind are trying to take me away and distract me from the feeling of just being sad, of just being in the moment and feeling this. And what happens now is that I'm even considering making a move on her, just doing something so that I don't feel this. But I know, I've worked on this for a while, so I know that this is just a defense mechanism for avoiding what is uncomfortable. So I sit with it. and an hour passed by, and I feel better. So she goes to reheat the food, and as she does, a new wave comes, and I feel shit again. And now I want to be by myself. Can you imagine, man? I'm being with her for an hour. She's just listening to me. She's like just holding space. And then I tell her basically, I wanna leave you. I wanna go to like I wanna be by myself. And I felt so bad because I felt like I was rejecting her. Now, what happens is that I know it's just my mind, and I know the courageous and right thing is to listen to my intuition and go sit by myself. So I go and I do that, and I sit for about 30 minutes. I feel better. I go back, and we have an awesome and intimate rest of the evening. So the point of this is that if you want to feel safe within yourself, if you want to be the guy who walks up to a girl and who's able to be relaxed, comfortable, and have her want to come closer to you, then you have to deal with the shit that's holding you back from wanting to go closer to yourself. It's very uncomfortable, it's unpleasant, and by doing this, you might start crying, you might start laughing, you might even go to rage. And it's fine because all of these pent up emotions, because that's what they are, it's emotions that you have been suppressing. This is the bullshit that you have been suppressing for a long time that you're now allowing to come up. And as it's coming up, you will feel those emotions, those feelings, which you previously didn't want to feel. There's a book that I'm reading, he's calling it shame-bound emotions. You've been shaming them, you don't want to feel them. But now as they're coming up, you will feel them and they will be unpleasant. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. Because on the other side of this unpleasantness is trust. It's trust in life. It's trust in yourself that you can do what you say you will do. It's trust in that everything will be okay. Because everything already is okay. And it might sound very spiritual, and it is. Because it's a belief in something deeper than what you can see with your eyes, and something that's very sensitive to your nature. It's very true to you, so you don't have to go and find religion. You can just find yourself, and as cliche as that sounds, it's kind of what it feels like. And that's when you just feel safe within yourself and really start to enjoy every day today. So there's less chasing girls, money, status. You can just be as you are and still go for those goals. So here's a way that you can do it. I call this facing your demon. And there's 4 steps. Number 1, dedicate an hour to do this, and really dedicate an hour because you're gonna need it. Second step is for you to sit down and you stare at the wall, or you just close your eyes. And then number 3 is you start to go within. And I'm not saying focus on your breath. I'm not saying that you're gonna count your breaths. Just kind of feel, just relax, just breathe deeply and relax, and allow your body to help you in this process. Because your body, when you give the intention of now I'm gonna face those shit, I'm gonna face the demon, then your body will know what to do. It will slowly give you these feelings that you have been avoiding, and as you're now facing them, and they will be uncomfortable, your mind will want to run away, but as you do it, they will be released. You will feel them and they will go. And the more that you do that, the lighter you will be, the safer it will be to be within yourself. And I used to be good at counting. Number 4. What is number 4? This is kind of like a blooper in this video. What is number 4? Oh, there is no number 4. It's basically just take deep breaths and just relax. And if there's something that's very uncomfortable, you can feel that, and you can just breathe with it. Just breathe into it. Use your breath to help you, because there might be some fear of facing that, and use your breath to be encouraging yourself into that, to face that dragon with your sword and your shield, and you can go. And that's it. Take your time, schedule it in your calendar, and I'll see you in the next one. You can subscribe if you want to join me on this journey.